So the question is, out of all these mergers that we have spoken about, which is the best merger in terms of value creation?
Yeah, because Vodafone Idea, Z, Sony, I mean, when they were announced in
Hmm.
terms of the share value, right?
Hmm.
Z moved from 180, 190 approximately to 350, 360. It's back at 210 now. Vodafone is, it's difficult to sustain at 8, 9, 10 levels, right? HDFC Bank, again, that day it was like, you could not catch hold of the share. Now it's again at 35% discount. So what do you think? I mean, in terms of value creation, what's the best?
Okay, now if you look at all these mergers, barring I think ICICI Bank and ICICI Limited, none of the ones that we are discussing now at the moment have done so well. For example, Tata and Chorus Steel. I'm sure all of you would be aware that it was supposed to be a mega merger, and it really made news about 15 20 years back when it took place. But finally, what Tata's had to do, Tata's realized that Chorus was a drag, and Tata Steel realized that Chorus was a drag. Now, one merger that I would mention is merger of Arcelor with Mittal Steel. Now, in my study, of course, this is this is a very huge canvas, and it's very difficult really to capture all the deals that may have taken place. Some of the deals we may not even be aware also, but the deals that I'm aware of and I would think has really done well is the merger of Arcelor with Arcelor with Mittal Steel, and this merger of course happened about 15 years back, and the merged entity, which is now known as ArcelorMittal, is doing extremely well. And as a matter of fact, they are the ones who bought SR Steel from the Ruyas, as SR Steel went to NCLT through the process of IBC. Now, and you were right, because Vodafone Idea, remember, is a merger which was not as a matter of choice; it was more as a matter of compulsion. So it's not doing well because the telecom industry per se is in trouble as it stands today. Now, the only point, I would like to answer to your question is, see, value creation is not a one-time activity, and value creation is a continuing activity, and it is very difficult to put a pin. Yes, this company has done the value creation, so this company passed the exam, other companies fail. It's not possible to think in those terms today. Now, if you really ask me, in terms of finance, in terms of return, Vodafone Idea merger can be said to be a failure. But remember, you have to wait for some time, and you have to see as to how does this pan out in next 5 10 years. So, an equity investment, please remember, is not a short-term game; it is a long-term game. So, I would say that you really have to have patience and wait for considerably long time before you can really pass a verdict that this merger is successful, this merger is not successful, or this merger is creating value, this merger is not creating value. So this is how I would respond. So again, for example, Mittal Nippon Steel, SR Steel, company is doing very well, and I'm sure some of you would have noticed when the last time the results were announced, the first time the company has given a positive EBITDA, so which means it has started happening. So my answer to your question is, don't be judgmental. I tell you, don't be judgmental. And why don't be judgmental? Because value creation does not mean only making only giving returns to the shareholder. Value creation means value creation for a lot of stakeholders. So a company, an organization will not, shareholders are one set of stakeholders. Remember, there are many stakeholders. So you have employees, you have suppliers, you have customers, you have vendors, you have government entities, so many of them, so many, the society at large. So it is quite possible a company may not be creating value for the shareholders, they may not be giving returns to the shareholder, But the fact that the company is running and taking care of all the other shareholders, that means that company is creating value. Only thing is, it may take some more longer period for giving return to the shareholders. I have given you a long answer to your short question. I hope that answers your query, your doubt.